Good morning, family. Welcome to today's Lessons for Life. Today is Saturday, July 25th, 2009, and today we're reading in 1 Kings chapter 8. And as always, as I begin, I encourage you to read it for yourself. So if you get from me, email us and we'll put it on the blog. But we see here in this chapter that the temple has been built. They bring the Ark of the Covenant there, and King Solomon actually consecrates or dedicates this temple to the Lord, and he prays to the Lord. And he actually says to the Lord, I know that this temple is not big enough really to house you, because you're greater than the heavens and the earth. But he asks for him to honor the prayers of the people as they pray and as they look towards his house, and reverence really God by looking towards the house. And he asked for the Lord to really honor their prayers. So one thing I want to bring up for Lessons for Life was, even as Solomon had noted and realized that that temple was not really able to really house God. It was nothing's really big enough to house God. But because he made a place for him, then he was going to ask the Lord to honor the prayers of the people. So for us, in what we can get for this for Lessons for Life is, it's about us really making a place for God in our house, in our lives, in our hearts, making a place for God, and really showing that priority that we have the Lord first, and having a place for Him, really respecting Him enough to have set aside something for Him. An example of that was something we had spoke about before, was even preparing or creating an altar in your own house. Not just expecting when you go to church or you go to the place that you go to worship or whatever, that you can only worship God there, you can only have a place for Him there. You see the cross, or you see whatever whatever other symbols that you may see there that represents God to you. But God is not just there, but you can have a place for God at your home or at your work, as long as you set aside a place for Him, and you look to that place, recognizing that God is bigger than that, but this is your symbol of Him, then He can honor your prayers as well too. So, like I said, an example is just to even create an altar, have a place in your home, or have a place in your car, or have a place somewhere that will continually remind you of God's presence and of His ever-abiding presence. So He's not just at the church or the place that you worship at, but He can be in your home, He can be in your bedroom, He can be in your bathroom, He can be anywhere. And you can, the important thing I want to get across is that you can create a place for God, and having, in theory, dwell in that place with you. So that's what I wanted to bring up for Lessons for Life. There's, that's a general take on this chapter. You can, as you read it, you'll see other little things you can definitely pull lessons for life from, but you need to read it for yourself. So with that, create yourself a wonderfully blessed day today, and we'll talk again tomorrow.